Welcome to a Delco Nerd Network podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Ragucci, and this is Replay, Relive, and Re-Experience, as we like to call it. Re3 is where, you guessed it, we do all three of those things to our favorite video game series. In this edition of Re3, we'll be replaying, reliving, and re-experiencing the Halo franchise, starting with Halo Combat Evolved and ending with Halo 5 Guardians, in anticipation for Halo Infinite on December 8th. That's right, we have a date.
Finally.
As of recording, of course.
We'll see. No, I'm kidding, I don't know.
And here to go on Master Chief Saga with me, as always, the triple threat, Chris Trio.
We're here. That's it.
We're here.
That's all I wanted to say.
We're here.
And Delaware County's own, Chris Geddes.
We're here.
Thank you, Chris.
We're here.
You're welcome, Chris.
Here we go.
We're ready for more Halo 3 OD.
ODST.
ST. ODST for short.
But yeah, guys, we got a fucking date.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Infinite. December 8th.
December 8th.
Day after my birthday.
That was expected. I could have, like... I'm like, there's no way it's October, November. Like,
No.
There's no way.
Oh, I was thinking it was just next year.
No.
No, they said holiday this year, and
Like, this seems to me to
Or
be
fall.
one of those things of like...
There's so many eyes on this game, too. I think that's... Before you even say anything...
No, I know, but what does
like,
that doesn't mean anything. What does that mean?
We're all looking at this game.
No, absolutely.
Take any other game that could be doing this and nobody would care. But it's Halo. So
What do you...
I
I don't think that's... I mean, I think... Like, what...
I totally disagree
What
with
do you mean in the way of, like, they don't care? I'm confused.
Give me an example of a game that people would be, like, excited for, but not, like, this excited.
that would be
What?
like a remake, like a remake of an old
What do you mean
game
that's
were
like-
to come back, but like
Because I feel like Cyberpunk was on this level of excitement. Like, I feel like as many eyes are on
I'm
that
not
game as
disagreeing.
like...
I'm trying to think of it.
Like, I don't know what you're trying to... Like, I get what you mean of the way of there's a lot of eyes on it, but, like...
Hold on. Returnal. Pick a Returnal, for example. If Returnal, for some reason, didn't have a date, and, like, it's a game people, like, saw, liked, but, like, nobody's looking at it like they are Halo.
Well, of course, because it's a new IP. I mean, yeah. Like, I think that's...
Right,
like, that makes
right,
obvious
but,
sense.
like, a lot of people were excited about it.
Sure.
Everyone
no,
has
I
their
think
eyes
everyone's
on Halo.
everyone has their eyes on... I feel like,
Everyone's
yes,
watching it. Every fucking move.
I just
Oh,
don't
yes.
understand what they've been doing. Like, why they keep delaying, why they keep
They're
doing
not
all this.
delaying.
I'm sorry, they stopped. It was coming and coming. They kept coming out, pushing out the dates. I felt. Did we have a date before? Didn't we have like a solid date? It was supposed to come out.
no.
No.
Didn't
I
they
don't
say
think
it was
so.
on release?
Oh, yes.
Like, we had other release. This has been delayed how many times? Technically, like, in the way
Once.
of like once.
I think you're overblowing this.
No,
Yes.
I don't think
It's been delayed one time.
All right, so fine, I'll take that. But even still, in the way of they just don't seem to know the way that there's things not coming out with the game. I am worried. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be fun and whatever.
You know what happens?
It's not exclusively made for Series X. It's not doing all these things that I just think a next generation, the final Halo should be doing. It's made for the architecture on the last thing. They seem to be having issues that they're talking about openly with things that aren't going to be involved in the game, be it multiplayer, be it all this stuff. I am worried. And I'm hoping for the best. And I think multiplayer is going to be fun. But, like, I'll take the delay thing for what it is. Fine. It feels like it's been delayed 5 times. Well, I don't know if that's fair to them
not
or
true.
not. No, I'm saying that, but it feels like it's been on the back burner forever. And then like stuff like this coming out where we're not really getting much on campaign so far.
I think
like,
they're holding
and like,
close to the vest on purpose.
I
Why talk about
don't
this
know.
campaign if it's going to be a big deal?
because they keep
didn't
talking
do it with
about
Halo
like this
3.
open, and then it's open world.
We talked about it.
No, I know.
They didn't do that with Halo 3. And the way they're ending this is this campaign's probably going to mean a lot. So why just talk about it a ton?
Give us anything. I don't know. I'm like the multiplayer is going to be fine and going to be fun. But it's weird that they're doing all these things, and it's new. Sure, it's a new generation. Sure, other games have been doing it, but I am concerned. That's where I'm at.
This is a $60 campaign essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, and hey, like if
And
I
we've paid $60 for campaign just like
sure.
single player games like that before.
I was waiting. I was like, "Who's gonna say it's not right?" I'm like, "That's bullshit." I was like, "You paid for $60."
Yeah, absolutely. You can't give that argument at all.
Yeah, and I mean, basically, you're obviously your multiplayer's free, but like maybe you'll get something.
And I
for
think I would
multiplayer
argue
with
that most people bought the old Halos to play the campaign mostly in the way of like, especially in the old. But even still,
I would agree.
like the open world doesn't excite me.
I don't.
The
think
idea of the it is they said it's open world.
I don't think it's gonna be an open world in the sense you're thinking.
All right, well then they shouldn't call it an open world.
I think that's just
That's fine.
It's
No,
it's
that's
a marketing tool.
That's fair, but then I'm confused. So I don't know.
Do you consider Dishonored 2 open world?
No.
I could guarantee you they probably said Dishonored 2 was open world.
That was like linear open world, they'd say.
Kind of like how Metro Exodus is, where it's like linear, semi-linear.
It's a linear, yeah.
world.
But no, but again,
okay.
they called it that. Like when they were, at least I felt like I remember them.
I
being
feel like they called it straight out the
They
gate
did.
open world.
They did.
No, like in the way. No, they called it in the way of
They
like,
said you're
like
gonna
with
be
the
able to
Dishonored
explore
son,
and
it's
find
only-
upgrades
Yeah, exactly.
and stuff like that.
So that doesn't sound like Halo to me. That doesn't. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping this campaign shits on Halo 5 for me.
It needs to.
I mean, let's put it this
needs
way:
to.
if it's
It
worse
doesn't
than
matter
Halo
what you
5,
want. It has to.
if it's worse than Halo 5, I can't even imagine that. Truly. So I'm hesitant here. I am. That's where I'm at least with this release date.
Chris, where are you at? Gut check.
I'm excited.
Okay. Good.
It's just
Somebody's on my
Halo's
side.
back. You know, Master Chief's back. Let's just hope that they're not doing the marketing ploy of.
I hope, dude. I'm a little.
Let's hope they've learned from Halo 5.
That's a great point. Look at Halo 5's marketing.
Yeah.
They really downed on the campaign. They really advertised this lock and chief
They lied.
thing.
Absolutely.
They didn't necessarily tell the truth.
No, I mean, they. I think saying it in the nicest way possible is they lied. Truly, they or they knowingly misled with those trailers.
Sure,
But
I won't
Yeah.
object or necessarily
They knew what they were
agree.
doing.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe they were like, all right, maybe we should just shut up about the campaign. One, it means a lot more, and two, I think if we say too much, it's going to ruin things. I think they've
absolutely.
showed like I have so many questions from like what we've seen. And I feel like the more they show that isn't relevant, there's no context to these situations, I'll be doing the same thing. Who's this fucking Cortana model? What happened to UNSC Infinity? What
Why aren't
happened
her
to
tits
UNSC?
out? What is going on?
Why is she wearing clothes? Damn it!
Who made these decisions? No, I agree.
I don't know. I don't mind that they're doing what they're doing. I think a lot of people had fun with the test flight. I feel like the test flight.
No, that was good. And there was good things back from that.
You didn't?
No, I just ran into a bunch of performance issues.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
On
I
PC.
couldn't full screen the game. I would go to like change key bindings and they wouldn't save.
I
Stuff
heard
like
about that from someone else actually.
But I mean, it felt like Destiny, and I've been playing a lot of it, like the sliding and like there's a mantle. I don't know. It just
There's a mantle.
There's all that stuff in
Yeah,
Halo
yeah,
5.
yeah.
When,
course.
when we
It-
eventually play,
it
you'll
feels
be like, oh, okay,
arcadey.
this is
Yeah,
bad.
well,
it
no,
feels very
that's
arcadey.
so you've never played Halo 5 at
Oh,
all?
I played Halo 5.
Oh, you
I
played
just,
like the multiplayer and stuff?
oh, I love the multiplayer.
Okay, yeah.
Multiplayer
Yeah,
was
like-
amazing.
Okay, interesting, because that's interesting to hear you say. Because yeah, definitely, I feel
didn't
like a
play
lot of
it.
that stuff exists.
I heard
in
a lot
5,
about the
yeah.
stuff about the campaign, and I was like, I don't want to play
There's
it.
no point. Truly, we can catch you up on it in about 2 seconds, which I mean, we'll play it though, so that'll be fun.
All right, let's get back on course. Let's jump into Data Hive and Coastal Highway, and as well as the epilogue for our final ODST episode. So, taking off from last time, it was Kikawani Station, so we are back in our New Mombasa loop. We hear the song Light at the end, and we receive a radio transmission from Dare right as we get out of the, that cutscene. So the rookie shakes the biofoam canister, then squeezes some foam out. Seeing that is empty, he tosses it to the ground and then picks up a transmission. I'll be Dare. Can anyone hear me? This is Captain Veronica Dare. My beacon is active. Need immediate assistance. Someone please respond. The rookie looks up to see a phantom passing by, activating its searchlight, and he then readies his SMG and moves out. So we are taken to a beacon that leads us down an elevator shaft, which will repel down into the underground, and we begin the level Data Hive. Data Hive is the 9th and penultimate campaign level of ODST, set in the immense data facility below New Mombasa, where the Covenant are trying to gain access to the Superintendent's data core. It is the first linear level in the game after the hub.
A view of a dimly lit room in the superintendent's data center is shown, with an elevator car on the bottom of its shaft. The rookie descends the elevator shaft and drops to the top of the elevator car.
Buck, is that you? Static. They've got me cornered. I'm low on ammo. If you can hear me, I'm on the sub-level 9 near station...
As Dare is cut off by the static interference, the rookie clicks his comlink with his fingers and glances at the wall to his right, where the text Sublevel 07 is written, accompanied by the superintendent's avatar. After going down the first service corridor for some time, the rookie can overhear a brief conversation between two grunts before they spot him.
Why Yanmi not yet seal this entrance?
Too busy building fancy spit house.
Nah, if Traitor escape, it's their fault, not ours.
Do we ever get an explanation why they speak English?
I think they learn it.
I would assume that they learn it.
No, it is, but it's like, why are you guys speaking English to each other?
A lot of
No, I know. No, I just
Maybe it's like overtaking their language.
This is more just clicking in now
Hunters
that I'm thinking
don't
about
talk. Drones don't talk. Jackals don't speak English. But again, we kind of know that they're like this renegade group of pirates that have joined the Covenant. They don't seem to be.
I guess you could take it as like maybe he has a translator. They have. I don't know, but like it is just interesting to me to think like in these cutscenes, like even back on the Covenant homeworld, they're all speaking English.
Maybe it is like a translator.
like because I know like obviously in like there's like that movie Valkyrie where they kind of start off in everyone speaking German, but then it makes like a fade into like, all right, realize everyone's speaking German. But really, we just made it English, so
like
you all understand. Immersion. Yeah, like it's like, all right, we're gonna establish that this is what's actually happening, but for purposes of the story, you will be hearing it as this. Whereas, I mean, obviously, you don't need that much thought when it comes to these, and they probably didn't even think about it. But it's just funny to think about. Like the grunts are just speaking, because it does sound like broken English to each other.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah,
yeah. After that conversation, we
exactly.
Just had,
That's what I mean.
That's pretty broken.
Okay, the rookie traverses through the facility and The rookie traverses through the facility, encountering small amounts of Covenant resistance. He then starts to pick up a conversation between the superintendent and a lone survivor.
I'll be the survivor. Do it, Virgil, now!
Construction ahead. Expect delays.
I'm gonna die, you hear me?
This way, we have it trapped. As the rookie pushes through a few Covenant lances.
Yeah, it means like a small
group. Okay. Yeah. He rescues a survivor who turns out to be an NMPD officer.
Thanks, Trooper. They almost had me. I'm trying to get down to the next level, checking my team, but this stack is locked down tight.
The data stack suddenly activates when the rookie approaches it.
Welcome. Access granted.
Well, guess you have something I don't. Or he says, well, looks like you got the magic touch. I was waiting for you.
Nice. Drone suddenly flies out of the wall shaft.
Buggers, look out!
After the drones are killed.
What's wrong with you, Virgil? You trying to get me killed?
Warning, hitchhikers may be escaped convicts.
The two descend down the stack. They drop into a circular room and the rookie heads through the door.
Can't see a damn thing. You go first.
The rookie can see drones eating some bodies.
Son of a bitch. These are my guys. Buggers got all of them. In a whispered tone. Now I'll have to check on the dog myself. What are you doing down here anyway? Don't want to tell me? That's all right. We all have secrets.
The two defeat the Covenant forces. They eventually meet a dead end with a data stack.
You going down to level 9 too? I guess I could use some backup.
Welcome. Access granted.
Go ahead, Trooper. Raise the stack.
If the rookie doesn't have 29 audio logs, the officer will stay up as the drone appears.
You hear that? Buggers, down at your level. Oh no! They're up here too! Coming out of the damn vents! Get back! No! Ah!
The stack closes after the officer is killed by the drones.
Crime doesn't pay.
Alternatively, if the rookie does have 29 audio logs, the officer jumps down with you. After heading through the door, the two emerge into an icy hallway with Covenant patrols and a war chieftain ahead.
So before I kind of go forward, did you know that this is how you get the final audio log? So you have to get all of them. And then once you get to Data Hive, this encounter happens. So I have all the data logs, so I got this.
I did not.
I had them from previously. I wasn't getting them during this playthrough. But yeah, so I like how, I mean, we haven't talked about the audio logs much, but I like how they do this last one as kind of like an event.
Bit of a payoff.
Yeah, like they kind of like, and if you've listened to them, the story kind of makes sense as to like maybe what's going on or why this guy is like what's he doing here? Why is he being secret?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You can keep this in. I don't know if you guys heard, but Bungie, they had their like Witch Queen reveal.
Yeah, for Destiny.
Mm-hmm. And they announced the 30th anniversary pack, and it's it adds a bunch of cosmetics. Like the Titan gets like a needler shoulder.
Huh.
The Warlocks get like an actual halo as like their band.
That's
cool.
cool.
It's pretty cool. But they announced that it's coming out December 7th The,
Of course
It's
it
happening
is.
around December 7th.
the day before Halo, which is weird because why is Halo coming out on a Wednesday?
It is?
Yeah, December 8th is a Wednesday because December 7th would be that Tuesday. And that's
Man,
when Dying Light comes
I'm
out.
gonna have a nice little week.
Dude, the dates for games nowadays, though, have been
I think they just
Fridays
realized
and
that they just.
Thursdays, and like nobody gives a shit about it.
I think
Yeah.
everyone's because I mean, especially in the time of COVID, I bet you most
No, I
people
think
are
even
buying.
before.
Well, but I'm saying especially now in the way of like not a lot of people feel like going at like especially in the last year you couldn't really go out to get a game. Everyone's buying their games online, so it's not like and it's weird. They used to be like Tuesdays, so that didn't even really make even sense either. So I think Fridays honestly are make the most sense in my opinion in the way of like you give it to the people on their weekend, you get that whole weekend to fucking play it and hang out and have a good time with it. But I don't know either. It's very confusing.
Let's jump back into it. Trooper, hold up a sec. Got to check on a personnel issue.
The officer walks up to the door on the left side of the frozen room.
Crime scene, restricted entry.
Shut up, Virgil. You hear me?
Icy condition, chains required.
Freaking machine. Whole city's gone to hell. Wait here. Watch for hostiles. I'll be back. And
If the rookie follows him.
yeah, so I mean, there's really no reason to not go
to
after
follow
him. Like if you go after him, you know that's where you find the auto log. If you don't, nothing happens. What are you, stupid? I told you to wait outside.
In front of him, a frozen body is crouched against the wall. When the rookie approaches the body,
Step away from there. This ain't none of your business. Kinsler gave me a real specific instruction. Make sure the doc's dead, and make double sure nobody knows about it.
Caution, traveler, caution.
Sorry, friend. You know way too much.
the officer fires at the player and the rookie kills the traitor.
Crime doesn't pay. Good citizens do their part.
If the rookie approaches the telephone next to the Sadie's father,
Repeat that.
who is Sadie's father?
The audio logs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So Sadie's a name. Just,
All right, yeah,
You said
okay.
the Sadie.
Next to the Sadie's father? Come on. All right. If the rookie approaches the telephone next to Sadie's father, he can download the last part of Sadie's story.
Yeah, so basically, like, you find out, like, the New Mombasa Police Department, like, chief is kind of, like, corrupt, and Sadie's father is the person who built Virgil and the superintendent, like, that.
Okay.
We'll get into Virgil in a little bit here, but basically, her father gets killed, and like I forget exactly what happens to her. She ends up escaping New Mombasa, but it's basically like the story behind who created the superintendent.
Sure.
And he ends up dying here,
Okay.
and that's what it is. So like the New Mombasa police chief is sending a cop to go make sure he's
This is
dead.
taken away. Yeah,
Right,
taken care of.
make
Yeah.
him taken care of. It's an interesting way to kind of tie up obviously like a side content into like kind of like main story in a way. I
Yeah.
kind of like how they did this.
I think it's very interesting now that you explain it. I've never gotten them before, but it's pretty cool. All right, the rookie leaves the room and continues to a crossroad. To the left is a dead body. No, Jesus. The rookie leaves the room and continues to a crossroad. To the left is a dead end with a flamethrower in the corner. Up ahead is a path. The hall starts to go from frozen to normal temperature.
Buck, who knows if he can hear me, but I'm sorry. I should have told you more about this mission, more about everything.
At the end of the hallway is a Covenant Lance, trying to break through the locked door. The rookie kills them. The door at the end of the hallway opens. The door leads to a narrower hallway with a locked door at the end. The rookie knocks on the door, and a cutscene ensues.
The rookie approaches the door cautiously, watching the hallway. SMG at the ready. He lowers it, knocks on the door 2 times, and readies his SMG again. The door opens, and Dare pulls the lever on her pistol. Seeing the rookie there, she looks surprised. It's you! I thought... Never mind. What was your name again?
How does she not know what his name is?
It's a
I know.
very good question.
what
It
the
really
fuck?
doesn't make
She's like,
sense.
you're
Only
a terrible
intelligence,
person.
right?
Yeah.
She should know.
Right. So let's finally jump into our dossier on Veronica and Dare. Serial number 73398-38490-VD.
Looks like they found what they're looking for.
She is a captain in the UNSC Navy and an intelligence officer in Sector 1 of the Office of Naval Intelligence. During the Battle of Earth, she took command of Alpha 9, a shock trooper squad led by Gunnery Sergeant Edward Buck. Veronica Dare was a graduate of a naval academy, likely the officer candidate school on Luna. which led to her eventual posting with the Office of Naval Intelligence. Some years prior to the Battle of Earth, she was in a romantic relationship with Edward Buck and was for a time assigned to the UNSC Say My Name as an intelligence officer.
What is up with these names?
That's the ship that we came from in the beginning. I mentioned
USA,
it then.
yeah, we're on the UNSC. Say my name.
Say my name.
What is the name? No, that's the Say My Name is my name.
Say what name?
Say my name.
What's your name?
That is my name.
God damn it.
While her presence on Reach around the time of the invasion is confirmed, her location and actions remain unknown. All that is known is that she made it off Reach with Gunnery Sergeant Buck. Not a lot of info on her. I was kind of expecting, I'm like, there's got to be something in a comic or a book or some shit. There's really not a lot on her.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and she's definitely like the most interesting character of the bunch.
She kind of looks like
Skeletor?
what's her? No, she looks like Bo-Katan from Mandalorian. I literally was like,
I feel bad for saying that she looks like Skeletor.
yeah, like she literally looks.
Hold
like,
on to that.
All right, now
Hold on to that.
Okay, all right, that's interesting.
Dare is the first playable female character in the entire Halo series. Nice. You can play Dare in
Firefight?
Yeah. Dare is the only non-playable squad in the campaign. Veronica is voiced by Tricia Helfer, who is widely known for her portrayal of Number 6 from Battlestar Galactica. Helfer's likeness was also used to model Dare. She joins Katie Sackhoff as another Battlestar cast member, lending their voice to the Halo games.
Interesting. So she knew Katie Sackhoff. But it looks like her. Like it really looks like not even like her. It looks like Bo-Katan. But that is funny that like it led to like she's even got like the like I don't even know what you call that.
Bony face.
She's got a very bony face, but then she has like
Skeletor.
her kind of like tiara, even almost that Bo-Katan has, like where it like kind of go. It looked like almost spot on. It was really interesting to me. And obviously this is earlier. Like Bo-Katan didn't even exist by this point.
Clone Wars?
I don't believe she was in the Clone Wars show, which I think. Here, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what year that those episodes. Clone Wars had to have been out in 07. Had to have.
The movie might have been.
No, the series. No, wait, this isn't 07. This is like 09.
Okay,
Yeah.
when?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be 2009.
Reach came out like what?
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it,
Dates.
but yeah, dates. While you're looking at it.
Yeah, keep going, yeah.
Bungie's love of 7 is shown with Dare. In the campaign, if a weapon is swapped with Dare's pistol, her pistol always will have 7 rounds missing. The number 035 and the emblem of the UNSC Office of Naval Intelligence can be found on the left side of Dare's helmet. It is possible it means that she is a member of ONI Recon Team 035, a reconnaissance intelligence unit, and she is an intelligence officer and even wears a recon armor variant. Any luck?
I'm having trouble finding when it's her entire Wikipedia, and I'm just trying to be like, well, where did she first appear? What I love when you go to like a comic book Wikipedia or like someone like a superhero, it says first appearance is right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll keep looking a little bit, but I'm not gonna go crazy.
Look up Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Go to that. Maybe it's in there.
Well, that's why I said Bo-Katan first appearance.
Oh, okay.
And that but continue.
The 2 hear drones screeching from a hallway, or if you escorted the NMPD officer to the frozen section, an unknown, possibly Covenant gurgle is heard. What? That sentence doesn't even make any sense. The 2 hear drones screeching coming from the hallway. Inside, now. The rookie enters the room. Dare hits a button. The door closes and locks. Cut to one of the superintendent's cameras. It looks over the room that Dare and the rookie are in. This way, and stay quiet. The view cuts from the superintendent, a view of the window in which Dare and the rookie can be seen walking towards the window. He displays the happy expression upon seeing them. Some idiots blew the building at the top of the shaft. Woke the whole hive. That building is ONI Alpha Site.
Those idiots are
us, essentially.
I did find it finally.
Okay.
2012. She was first introduced.
Okay.
And I think Clone Wars was like 2010s was when that started.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
That's not my timeline.
Yeah.
A drone crawls on the wall above the window, then flies away. The view goes inside the room. The rookie walks up to the window. Down there, that's the superintendent, the AI that runs every system in the city. Our mission, is to secure the superintendent's data. The view goes to the superintendent's camera, showing the rookie and Dare. Problem is, there's only one way in from here, right through the hive. It would have been suicide to go alone, and I was hoping for backup. I guess you're it. We return to the room. Dare walks up to the exit. You've been solo since we dropped? Fighting on the surface? The rookie nods his head. Unless you spent all night hiding in your pod, which he did, you must know your stuff. Dare readies her pistol. Show me. And we make our way to the superintendent's core. This is pretty much all gameplay. Yeah. But yeah, literally, rookie was. He must only be up for like 30 minutes, an hour. At this
I'd
point.
say an hour at the most. Yeah, it seems like
he's just running. Maybe it's longer. I guess he's trekking around the whole.
What time
city.
does it say? How long after drop does it say?
6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
So he wakes up, pretty much like.
How long after drop does he wake up? Does it say when he gets out of his pod?
I just answered you.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that at this point in the game it was 6 hours past drop.
The rookie wakes up 6 hours after drop.
Does it tell you how long after drop it is at this point?
It says it says 6 hours after drop.
Even at this point.
Yeah.
It does?
Oh.
Yeah, when you start it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have missed that. I know I've been doing that.
So then it would have been within the same hour then, are we saying? Or is it?
I would imagine. He's
Unless
he's been doing is going up to things and fiddling around.
Yeah.
with shit.
And yeah, just killing a few Covenant scum. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
He hasn't been doing all that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
The view shifts to inside the data center. The entrance opens to see Rookie and Dare. They walk slowly in, weapons at the ready. At the end of the room is what appears to be a data core. The two look at it, lights spark off of it, and there's strange noises. The door closes on them. Dare activates a flashlight on her pistol. She points at the core. The view goes to the superintendent. The camera is above Rookie and Dare.
Emergency shutdown initiated.
The screen goes to static, then shuts off entirely. Back with the pair, they walk to the core. Suddenly, Dare's pistol shows a small tentacle through a hole. If the player has 30 audio logs, Dare raises her pistol, using the attached flashlight on it to get a better look. The rookie then interrupts her and shakes his head, thinking the creature was scared of the gun. He then whistles to bring the creature out. However, if the player doesn't have the audio logs, he will raise an SMG with Dare. So because of the audio logs,
You find out what the engineer,
That's
what
so
this is.
interesting.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Kind of like makes
So
kids some
basically,
context.
so if you don't,
like a
she
little reward.
stops you. If
No. You both aim your pistol at it. Or you aim your weapons.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and if you have the audio logs, Rookie knows what this
I got
engineer
a text
is.
while this whole scene was unfolding out, so I kind of missed the part from where it gets from where they're pointing guns at it to where they're like friendly with it.
I mean, it's all
It's
like,
kinda just like
it's
a-
all in a second or two.
Gotcha.
So Dare says don't shoot. I mean, it could explode too. I mean, that could be an answer as to why she says don't shoot, because she knows they blow up. Either way, a long, thin head sticks out. A view goes to the pair where it reveals an engineer. We've seen them before on other ops, but we've never gotten this close. Dare puts her pistol down. Best we can tell, they're prisoners or slaves. Either way, they don't like the Covenant any more than we do. The engineer comes close to them. The Slipspace event fried most of the superintendent's circuits. I thought it might be finishing the job, but now I see that you weren't trying to hurt the superintendent. Dare reaches a hand out and puts it close to the engineer. You were trying to fix it. The engineer points his head towards the shard of metal on his back. Dare reaches up and takes it off. Dare reaches a hand out to the engineer and appears to sniff her hand. Oni calls them engineers, believes they're some sort of biological supercomputer. If I'm right, this one's taken the superintendent's data and combined it with its own. Dare starts to pat on the engineer's head. Everything we need to know about the Covenant, what they're looking for under this city is right in here. A beeping noise from the core catches their attention. The engineer floats toward it and uses his tentacle to push the button, revealing a small monitor. The superintendent zooms in on one of the jetpack brutes landing on the rooftop. The view goes back to the room and Dare approaches the monitor. Damn, buggers must have raised the alarm. The superintendent zooms out of the brutes and zooms in on the black figure. It's an ODST. Buck?
Were you Buck or was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that again?
No, go. Yeah. You start again.
Buck!
Veronica, where the hell are you?
Data center, but we're coming out.
We?
The superintendent zooms in on him from another camera. No time to explain, but do not, I repeat, do not shoot anything pink.
Whatever you say, just come on.
The view goes back into the data center where Dare picks up her pistol. Those brutes are here for the engineer. They'll kill it if they get the chance. You stay behind, to the engineer. You stay behind me, okay? Dare then nods to the rookie, who's next to the door. The rookie opens the door, and they both raise their weapons. So, who is this engineer? This is realistically a normal engineer, but it is merged with a subroutine of the superintendent called Virgil. Virgil was created by Daniel Adesha to look after his daughter Sadie Adesha. This is the audio log stuff. Because her mother was dead and he had to work very long hours. Using seamlessly endless resources of New and Old Mombasa, Virgil would monitor her through the superintendent's network of security cameras and microphones. It was even capable of overriding municipal controlled machines when it believed it was acting in Sadie's best interest. For example, it brought a public train to a halt in an attempt to prevent Sadie from moving towards New Mombasa when her father's intention was to sign her up with the UNSC. Virgil believed would put her in unnecessary danger. Virgil performed its task without fault, although Sadie found it to be a little restrictive. It isn't quite clear whether or not Virgil was truly sentient or merely an incredibly advanced computer program that simulated the reactions from a sentient mind very well. Some trivia for you. The name Virgil itself is likely a reference to the Divine Comedy, specifically to Virgil, the poet that guides the fellow poet Dante through the 9 circles of hell and purgatory. Much in the same way, the rookie is guided through a metaphorical hell on earth and destroyed New Mombasa, and also through the 9 circles of audio logs, a reference to the 9 circles of hell. I did not realize that's what that was.
That's interesting. That's cool.
The audio logs are labeled like Circle 1, like they have like names to them. I never realized that.
That's cool.
Despite his pacifist nature, Virgil is not above insulting others. It can be seen when the brutes are trying to break into the superintendent's main data core. Virgil uses the superintendent saying about spaying and neutering dogs and keeping them on a leash as an insult to the brutes and to serve and their servitude to the prophets. It is almost certain that the information regarding the portal and Truth's plan that the main characters of Halo 3 know was provided by Virgil. The advances made in energy shield technology after the Human Covenant War by the UNSC may have also been aided by Virgil. Virgil's name is the password the rookie uses to obtain the map to New Mombasa. We exit the Hive with Dare, Buck, and Virgil after fighting swarms of Covenant.
Door's locked. Damn.
Damn. Don't worry, we have a key. The engineer heads to the door and starts unlocking it.
I've seen hundreds of these things today. Why is this one so important?
This engineer knows what the Covenant is after. If I could safely capture more of them, I would. What they know can win the war.
Oh?
You haven't killed any of them, have you?
No. Well, maybe 1 or 2.
Nice work, sarcastically.
How was I supposed to know?
The level ends as the 4 gather on the elevator.
Some trivia. You start the level on sub-level 7, another 7 reference. The 9 sub-levels before the player meets Dare is one of the many games references to the Divine Comedy, specifically the 9 circles of hell. According to the book, the 9th level of hell is actually cold, as reflected by the surface area, the frozen area where you find Dr. Andesha's body. Just before entering sub-level 8, you will encounter an MNPD officer. The superintendent is seen acting strangely towards him, refusing to open data stacks for him with phrases like, "Warning, hitchhikers may be escaped convicts." The latter is a reference to the final segment of the level, the Maw, in Halo Combat Evolved.
So you know how like there's subheadings for certain parts of the level? Hitchhikers, maybe escaped convicts is the first subheading in the Maw.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is the only level in the game in which you can use a flamethrower against non-flood NPC enemies. Dare's equipped...
Dare's quip.
Yeah, I see that now. Dare's quip to Rookie about him sleeping in his pod is quite ironic, as the Rookie did in fact stay in the spot for 6 hours after drop, thus receiving relatively light contact with the Covenant as compared to his squad mates. The Superintendent's data core is very similar to the design of the 4 power core chambers in the Marathon video game series.
You can probably skip this last one, because we already went over this about the different colors.
This is a bit more. That was we had another trivia fact about Virgil and stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Our final level.
Before we move on, let's talk about the scenery in this level.
Okay.
I really like this level. Like,
What, in Coastal Highway?
no,
Data Hive.
Data Hive.
Yeah.
Like, this felt like Alien, or like with the hive and the bugs sleeping
Definitely did.
sleeping
Yeah.
on the roof,
Yeah,
and you had to like
yeah.
sneak through. It
Yeah,
was
for sure.
I just
definitely-
shot all of them. I was an
Oh,
idiot.
I walked right.
Yeah, I
through.
walked right by
I don't
them.
know why I did it. I was
But
like,
when you go down for the first time, you're like,
No,
wow,
you're definitely
like,
moving
it's- You can tell that this place is fucking cold.
and it
Like, obviously, because
Yeah.
of the AI and stuff,
Right,
you need to
needs
keep
to
it
get
cold.
cold.
But how are like the grunts running around down here? It's probably freezing.
Yeah.
no, absolutely. It felt kind of samey to me going through, to be honest. Like felt like I was just going through the same hallway.
Oh yeah,
15 different
absolutely.
times.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
Halo
And
2
like
vibes.
I just
Yeah.
was like a little bit
Another
of
one
like
of those.
I'm not gonna lie, these last two levels in general I was very like
Okay.
like,
Definitely.
not
I
story I
agree.
think story beats wise very good.
I
and
think-
I enjoy them a lot. But actual gameplay wise, I despise this level.
I think
This Coastal Highway one, not the last one.
I think Coastal Highway is one of the best Warthog runs in the series.
Really?
Yeah,
I
think
really-
I think it's really intense. The stakes of what's going on.
Now I did play it on easy. It just felt like I was just going from stop to stop, and I was just like it didn't feel as like kinetic and like fucking forward as like Halo 3 where you're trying to get off the exploding ring, or even Halo 2 where you're
right, maybe-
there's non-stop like
Maybe I was a bit enthusiastic when I, said that.
I think you were.
But I do like it. It's different.
Sure.
Like I do like what it tries to do compared to what we've seen in Halo 1 and 3 with the Warthog run, where those are very samey. And this one kind of like just approaches it a little differently that I like. The level overall is kind of bland. You're riding on a highway and then you get off at the
And then it's a
the zoo.
firefight map.
and that's a
Right.
firefight at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's it. Like the last level is pretty underwhelming.
It's
compared
pretty
to
just
other
yeah
levels.
nothing. And again, it sucks because I think story beats wise, it really is. Like I said, like there's some cool epiphanies during these two levels, but just getting to them, I was just like, all right, I'm ready to be done.
But you liked the rest of the game.
Yes, I like the rest of the game a lot
It's
more.
last
And I
two
will
levels.
say one thing
Mombasa
that annoyed me
Streets was
too.
the highlight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think so.
And one thing I didn't love,
It sets the tone. I think
it absolutely does.
I think that the in between levels really set the tone.
I
mean, we've
skipped a
talk-
few of them to be honest.
We've
but
talked about it a bunch, but yeah, I don't think necessarily like the levels with like when you're playing as Romeo or you're playing as Buck. They're not the tone setters. It's
walk
what the
through that
rookie
dark,
is
dank
doing.
street, yeah.
Even though we kind of just talked about it, it's like he's not really like an integral part to what's going on in the story.
I mean, they
But,
don't
like,
even know his name.
Right? They don't even know his name. Like he's just trying to like regroup with the squad. So
It is interesting. I know we've talked about it before, but it is interesting to me that they just didn't name him. Like rookie. Like I get like was like why we didn't like I thought we got like something like a code and stuff like that, but like we don't like ever actually get his name in this game. Anyways, maybe it's told afterwards. Or,
I don't think not at
No.
all. Even in the books,
Even though
he's
he's
in a
just-
book.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm very. It's interesting, but let's continue.
Coastal Highway, our final level of the campaign. As the Battle of New Mombasa enters its final stages, Rookie, Buck, Dare, and Virgil fight their way through the city's coastal highway. Buck and the Rookie escort Dare and Virgil along the Covenant-infested highway with various warthogs, a scorpion, and even a mongoose, hoping to reach the shipyards for extraction. However, a scarab manages to cripple the vehicle, forcing the group to divert off the highway to a nearby building. They fight off waves of Covenant until they are finally saved by a Phantom that was captured earlier. Alpha 9 reunites, and they leave the war-torn city as it is glassed by assault and battle cruisers.
Some of the visuals of the. This is what I kind of thought you were talking about. Of like the
Oh, the
ships
the
coming out of
flying in?
slip space and like
Oh,
peeking
yeah.
out through the clouds.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, when
I
that,
was
that
like,
last
Ian-
Covenant cruiser comes in, you see
Yeah,
it come behind
yeah.
the clouds.
My roommate was walking
battle
by and he was
cruiser.
like, "Whoa, that's sick!" Like, yeah, like
yeah.
it
I
really
could-
does. It like catches your
I could see why you know now you say that. That
like.
could be
That's
one of the
again,
best
that's something
Warthog
I cool.
runs.
But again, I was annoyed that Buck couldn't drive the Warthog.
He sucks.
He's awful.
He sucks.
I
He
get in
can't
the
shoot a
Warthog, I
thing.
get in the gun, and he just gets in the fucking passenger seat.
Yeah.
I'm like, at least let me shoot, maybe. Like, let me choose to either drive it or shoot. And then I tried getting a ghost, but then Buck wouldn't move. So I was like, I don't know
Yeah,
if I
that's
have to
happened to
be.
me. I wouldn't have
didn't know
gotten a
if
ghost.
I didn't want to continue and have fucking be like, you lost Buck. So I just went back to him and got in the Warthog with him again. I don't know.
So Buck backs into the elevator, removing his helmet. Dare, the Rookie, and the engineer are already inside.
One quick question. Was the like engineer afraid to go in the ship because it's Covenant? Was that like why was it like?
Yes.
I
That's
assume
what
so. Yeah.
that was my assumption. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Is this the only time you see the? Is that an elephant? Is that the only time you see the elephant ever in like either
It's
the multiplayer?
called an Oliphant.
Oh.
And yes.
Yeah.
That's an elephant.
It's a garbage truck, but it's an elephant variant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not even worth bringing up. It's
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
didn't think
garbage
so.
truck. It's
It's
literally a
literally
garbage truck. But I'm like, why is it built like a fucking tank?
Yeah.
Takes a
That's
scarab
funny.
shot like.
Like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's because he had the shield around it,
Oh yeah.
but still.
No, it decks through these cars.
It just runs them
It
over.
runs everything. Will run you over.
That's just the most dangerous trash truck I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
Whew, Lord, that thing stinks. Kind of reminds me of my.
Dare punches Buck in the face,
What was that for?
abandoning the mission.
What mission? You dropped off the grid. My squad was scattered.
Dare walks up to Buck and kisses him. Buck relaxes and puts his arms around Dare
And that?
for coming back.
I hated this cutscene. I rolled my eyes, man.
Really?
Yeah, I just
I
rolled my eyes.
kind of like it. I think it gives them a lot of character.
Yeah, of course. I was
But
just
it is
like,
confusing. Why would she punch him in the face?
Women.
It's just
No,
like
I'm kidding.
tough love kind of
Yeah,
thing.
But still,
of
like
course.
maybe a
What do
punch
you-
to the arm.
Oh, it's so like stereotypical. I
no,
thought.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's you're absolutely right.
The rookie and Virgil look awkwardly at Dare and Buck and then each other. Switch to the rookie's perspective. Thank you.
You did good, rookie. No doubt. But we're not out of this yet.
As Buck walks off the elevator, Dare teasingly looks back at Rookie before following Buck.
Can I just say it would have been like hilarious if he was like, guys, it would be really nice if you could like learn my name and actually appreciate what the fuck I'm doing here.
Speaks for the
like,
first
like,
time.
For the first time, like really, just
says
like you guys all suck.
Like,
I
the
basically
names-
saved everyone, so you can all fuck yourselves.
He wasn't having it.
Yeah.
He actually didn't. He really doesn't do much.
No, he
of
really
anything.
doesn't.
It's kind of
Every
funny.
time you
'cause
see him in a
Buck-
cutscene, he's sleeping.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess maybe Dare wouldn't have made it in if he didn't make it there.
maybe.
I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing, but yeah.
We lead our group through the final trip in New Mombasa, and we head to the waterfront highway. Real weird. Why is this level called Coastal Highway when the name of the highway is actually Waterfront Highway? Buck says it. Why is it named Coastal Highway?
Because they want to just make us angry. Those pieces of
It's
shit.
like I'm like, it's
God
not
damn it.
Waterfront Highway.
No,
don't
I
know.
agree.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Because
Maybe
there is
Coastal
like a
Highway
coastal
rolls off
highway,
the-
like
rolls
coastal
off the
highway.
tongue
Yeah.
better?
Well, isn't there like a coastal highway in like California, like a major coastal highway?
When
Like,
I googled Coastal Highway, when I was going to the wiki, it brought me to that.
that's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the big one.
The view of the highway at dawn opens. We cut to Dare, Rookie, and Buck and Virgil, the group, walking forward. Covenant cruisers fly above. Dare points to one. When did this happen?
they started showing up right before I went underground.
And you waited until now to tell me that? Buck takes off his helmet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little busy making sure Perfume over here didn't take a round and blow us all up.
Virgil looks sad and floats away. Eddie Buck, always the one thinking with his gun. You haven't changed a bit.
Me? What about you? Oh, so full of big Oni secrets. Couldn't even give a guy a yes or no answer.
That's not fair.
Oh, you got that right.
The rookie tries to motion the two that Virgil is gone, but to no avail. I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah, well, here I am.
A cruiser jumps out of slip space, attracting the attention of the squad. We need to move, now. You were too busy to plan our exit?
I stole a Phantom. Yes, thank you. I hid it in the shipyards down the highway. But I only have room for 2, so that thing's gonna have to sit on your lap.
Buck points to where Virgil was, then realizing he's gone. The engineer, where'd it go? Everyone looks around in panic and then to the Oliphant next to them, which is a garbage truck. The hatch opens and Virgil's tentacles appears out of it. Virgil sounds the horn twice.
Is this
Dare
the
runs to the Oliphant.
Is this the Timothy Oliphant?
I think so.
Come
yeah.
on, give me something. God damn it.
It is that.
Wah, wah.
I love the engineer. I love Virgil.
I do too.
He's so like I think the engineers are just kind of cute in general, but like he has his character comes out through the superintendent and what the superintendent's been doing and like the happy and the sad and him, saying those like phrases to things, situations and stuff. And like even the relationship banter between Buck and Dare, I don't know. It's something that like it hasn't
well
been
done.
in Halo before.
No, it really
and I
hasn't.
think it adds a lot of character to like
Well,
what
again, you
they're
don't
trying
really have
to do
much
here.
of a squad you're working with as Chief. You're not like
Right.
working with. Yeah.
And Chief isn't talking. You're not getting like character
Absolutely.
banter through
Yeah.
him. So like they really, I feel like if there wasn't a relationship between the two, it'd probably be lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like,
I think you're right. There wouldn't be a narrative hook.
Why would you care about the characters?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, they made you like Dare, especially.
Well, and it's about like when you go from like Master Chief, who is a lot more. He speaks through actions. 100. Like you're not really getting his inner monologue. He's not speaking a lot. He's not. You are seeing. He's doing what he's doing, and you are realizing what he's doing through what he's doing. But it's interesting to go to these characters that really can kind of interact and have this repertoire, if you will.
Keep me covered and try to keep up.
The tentacle just slips out.
Christ.
Ew. Ew.
And now that you've recovered, yeah, just
All right, guys, I'm gonna go.
All right, see you later. Take my advice, rookie. If you ever fall for a woman, make sure she's got balls.
Interesting.
that's very poignant even today.
Buck nods and moves out as the rookie cocks his head as he's trying to figure out whether or not Buck is serious. We will fight for the majority of the level, running into all manner of Covenant as we watch battle cruisers enter Earth's atmosphere with the intent of looking for the portal. The Scarab gun fires its main cannon at the garbage truck, severely damaging it.
Veronica, talk to me.
The asset. It's all right.
Screw the alien. What about you?
I'm fine. The garbage truck's had it.
Take the next ramp off, trooper. I see a building north side of the highway. We'll hole up there and wait for evac.
So we talked about the like the highway part of it, but
Yeah.
like, does anyone have anything to add before we go over that?
No, I think we touched on
I
it.
think we kind of got everything.
Okay,
in.
cool. We wind up at the entrance of the Uplift Nature Reserve. Oh, we're
Yo,
back.
zoo.
I was trying to think about this, and I'm like, it leads into the city. Where's the
Yeah.
where's the zoo? Like, I'm like, this is confusing. I'm like, where?
There's not a lot of logistics.
Maybe
Here.
it's underground.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going?
Yeah.
So yeah, we fight for a little bit, and
It was a little long.
I didn't think it was terribly long, but again, it.
Maybe on easy it felt longer.
No,
like,
yeah, that's. I don't know. Yeah,
So like you said,
dude,
you always
sniper rifle rounds weren't killing brutes in one shot in the head. Like sometimes they were, but other times like I'd shoot them like with a beam rifle, and they just take their shield down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what like is that how I thought in like
Brutes, I feel like the
like
brutes are just, they have ridiculous health.
even on it's funny even on easy.
Yeah,
I know
we
that was
complained
an
about that
issue
in Halo
yeah,
3 too.
Exactly. It's just so weird to me.
and Halo 2.
Halo 2,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's
complained
what
about
I feel like.
2.
Halo
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
they kind of I feel like they balanced it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just something I noticed.
Mickey, what's your ETA?
Trio.
Have to reroute. Gunny, the whole damn city is on fire.
Trooper, I have a tier 1 asset with a whole bunch of Covenant who want it dead. Whatever you're doing, step on it.
Yes, ma'am.
The last Phantom drops off numerous jump pack brutes and a brute chieftain. The trio defeats them. Mickey's captured Phantom flies into view and directly above the two Wraiths.
Woohoo! Line them up, boys. Romeo, take the one on the left.
These guys are just Southern hillbillies now at this point.
What a squad.
I got it. Keep her steady, says Romeo. The two Wraiths are disabled. The Phantoms hover above the right parking lot. For replacements, you make one hell of a team.
Just nice to know they really do listen. Come on, let's get out of this city.
The rookie secures the Phantom's landing zone. Dutch drops off from the dropship and points his SMG at the engineer.
That thing's safe.
Long as it don't get hit.
The ground suddenly shakes as an assault carrier exits the space dangerously close to the surface. It begins to charge its energy projector. The engineer sees the assault carrier seems to panic and refuses to move. Dare attempts to drag the engineer to the Phantom. Come on, damn it, move!
Oh, nuts.
Buck pushes the engineer until it and Dare are under the Phantom and get pulled inside.
What can I say?
Buck pulls a piece of the drone's wings out of his bodysuit and then crushes it with his hands.
It was a hell of a night.
The assault carrier begins glassing the area as the Phantom pulls out with everyone on board. And our final cutscene. Buck and the rookie pull an injured Romeo from the plasma cannon to the center of the vessel.
Easy does it.
Ugh. We went through hell for that thing?
Give him some meds, would you? It's important. It knows things.
The rookie gives Romeo an injection. Heck, Gunny, I wasn't talking about the alien.
Mickey, I'm sending you a very special co-pilot.
Oh, come on. I don't want one of those things in here.
It won't bite, and unlike you, it knows what to tell those cruisers to keep them off our tail.
Virgil floats to the controls. I think they're too busy to care. Dare walks to the side of the ship and to watch the carriers burn the city. Looks like they found what they're looking for. Buck joins her.
What about you? What about us?
Dare holds Buck's hand. Win this war, then ask me that again.
What about you? What about us?
Cheesy.
That was great. That was good.
Dutch presses a control panel, the Phantom's sides close, and it sets off for space, leaving multiple Covenant assault carriers and CCS-class battlecruisers to glass the city. As the camera zooms out, it reveals that the Covenant ships uncover the portal. Epilogue. Epilogue. Oni Orbital Facility 1 month after drop. Veronica and a Marine walk down the passageway. The screen cuts the Marine's face from view. Lord Hood may have given you clearance, but it was my op, and it's my interrogation. We only captured one. It's very delicate. The Marine is revealed to be Sergeant Johnson.
Don't worry. I know what the aliens like.
I know what
the ladies like.
Yeah, it's a reference to that one. The hatch opens, and the two walk into the interrogation room. Virgil is floating in the center, toying with an FN9's optics package. Buck's squad is sitting or standing nearby. The rookie is sleeping next to some stairs.
Of course he fucking is.
Yeah. In the beginning, he was sleeping, and at the end. It has access to the Covenant BattleNet.
Limited, but yes. We're not entirely sure how it manages to remote connection to the... what. Johnson throws a lighter at the engineer, who catches it. The ODSTs arm their weapons.
Whoa, stand down, stand down.
Sergeant Major, please. It is extremely flammable. Johnson walks up to the engineer.
The brutes, the bastards who put the bombs on your buddies and killed millions of my people.
Johnson sits down in a nearby crate.
They're digging a mighty big hole.
Johnson puts a cigar in his mouth.
You're going to tell me exactly what you're going to tell me exactly what they're looking for, and then you're going to help me stop them.
This is an Easter egg. At this point, if the right thumbstick is held left, you can see Buck with a caveman, which is sitting on a grate. Buck carefully picks up something off the monkey, possibly a bug, and approaches to put it in his mouth. The Hergok, or the engineer, lights Johnson's cigar, suggesting a deal. Johnson smiles, and the engineer clicks off the lighter, and the screen blacks out with the lighter's click.
I thought that was a really amazing scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, I love how he just pulled right up. He's like, I know what the fuck to say. He's like, and then the way he just clicks open the lighter and lights it.
And we get a legendary only scene, which I kind of forgot about. In the superintendent's underground data center, many engineers were looking around the area as one looks behind to see the prophet of truth arriving from above on his gravity throne. He examines the two engineers behind him, who then leave. A large hole is shown with a part of a Forerunner relic located underneath. Several phantoms fly around in the area. The prophet of truth smiles and leaves. The phantom is then seen moving towards the structure. So we have one Easter egg from this level. A Destiny Easter egg can be found at the start of the mission as an Ascalon poster featuring a white sphere orbiting Earth with the slogan "Destiny awaits." You mentioned this, I think, in the first episode.
Yeah, you can see that in like any of the Mombasa streets.
Is that out now though? Did you say that was taken out at this point?
Yeah, they took it out. Yeah. They replaced it for with just Earth, and it says for her. Yeah, for the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, interesting.
All right. That's it for ODST Trio. Hit us with the review roundup.
I'm here. I'm back for your review roundup for this Halo series.
I didn't know you left.
Well, this is review roundup. Trio is back.
Oh, this is Trio's corner.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
But overall, we got an 83 on Metacritic here out of 100. We got about 80 positive ratings, 13 mixed ratings, and 1 negative rating.
One?
Wow. Okay,
that's what it's saying.
We got one to choose from.
So we'll start from the top. I'll go. We got official Xbox Magazine with a 95. This Halo quote. This Halo manages to earn its own keep while learning from. Oh, hold on. Sorry. This Halo manages to earn its own keep while learning from its predecessors. That doesn't make any sense.
It's to earn its own keep.
That's exactly it. This Halo manages to earn its own keep while learning from its predecessors' mistakes and balancing fan expectations. It's no small feat, particularly when the Master Chief is nowhere in sight. It's pretty interesting.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Game Informer quote: If Falling out of a love for the Halo series over the years, ODST provides a fresh, exciting experience that rekindles your interest in the seminal sci-fi shooter. That's a 93. We got, let's see. There's not really a lot of IGN here.
One?
We got 90.
Okay.
There are places where Halo 3 ODST could be improved, but when it comes right down to it, every Halo fan should buy this game. Even if you've lost interest in the franchise over the years, or you haven't given a Halo game a look, you'd do well to grab ODST with a few friends for some of the best multiplayer gaming around, especially with as wonderful as an addition as Firefight.
I agree with that one a lot.
I think that one's pretty.
I think it's poignant.
I agree.
Speaking of Firefight, I was reading the Master Chief Collection Season 8, and they're actually updating Halo 3 ODST Firefight
Oh, really?
to include Flood.
Oh, wow.
So you can do Flood ODST
Huh.
Firefight.
You don't fight
No.
Flood in this at all,
Nope.
right?
Yeah. There's no
that's
flood on Earth.
Yeah,
Not
that's
yet.
We'll get down to
Not
more
yet.
of the middling reviews here. Xbox World Australia said this, quote, when ODST impresses, such as during moments when massive things go boom in the distance, it certainly gives your heart a bit of a jump. But then it yanks all hope of an epic experience away quickly and easily, and returns you to the rut of reused outlets and recycled gameplay ideas.
They've been reusing stuff for years.
I know,
I don't
yeah.
want to hear that complaint.
Games and that was a 70 if I didn't say it.
70?
Yeah.
Okay.
Games Radar, we got a 70. In many ways, Halo 3 ODST marks a bold departure from the franchise's formula with story, characters, atmosphere, and multiplayer that are refreshingly, surprisingly different. Due to a short campaign and overly familiar gameplay, however, it fails to escape the, quote, expansion pack label.
Wait.
So they're basically equating
That
it...
pretty much gives you the expansion pack label. It's deriving off of 3. That's exactly what.
No,
an
I know it
expansion
seems
would be.
weird. Like I think, but I guess the idea was back then they were supposedly expecting it to be more of a full experience.
Man, if that game came out now, it would get chewed up.
This game,
You think?
I think so.
I actually agree. How much? This was a full game, $60 game.
No,
No, I don't think it was.
I think
don't
it was
think
$30
$60.
maybe.
Well, see, that's again. I think there's certain things that mitigate that. If you put a smaller experience out at a reduced price, people usually are like, "Oh, that's fine," and as long as you're upfront.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting here now today and being like, "This is what you're gonna get," and then completely under delivering, people will not be kind. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
I think that's 100% true. We'll go to Eurogamer at a 60. Thinking about ODST as the must-buy for the player who plays... Okay, sorry. One more time. Thinking about ODST as the must-buy for a player who plays alone is totally wrong. And even if the scenario changes playing with your friends, thinking about GTA Lost in the Damned as a full game released at 1800 megabytes
I see what they're doing.
should let everyone think about buying it at full price. I'm so confused.
They're comparing it to GTA. They're
To-
comparing it
yeah.
to Lost in the Dam.
In the way of like, this is almost like a DLC. Like, so they're saying you just don't get enough, basically. It seems like. It's just confused. It's a bit of a confusing way of saying it.
Yeah.
All right. And then
What's our
just
negative
give me a guesstimate of where you think the negative's at.
30.
45.
Closest without being over is Chris, but you are the closest at 42 is the Metacritic. And here it is.
Wait a minute. ODST did drop at $60.
It did.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
unreal.
you know what's funny? I thought it did.
I couldn't have told you otherwise. But like I feel like I'm like
That was just my. I
It's like
wouldn't.
$40.
I wouldn't have known that for sure, but my guess was that it did.
They even put out an article that said Microsoft justifies the price.
We'll hit you. All right, so this is from Gaming Nexus. Don't really know much about them, but quote: ultimately, Halo 3 ODST's campaign is a big disappointment while it introduces some great multiplayer features. That was the tagline.
This
Headline.
dude didn't like the music. Loser.
he didn't like the music.
He didn't like. Well, he just didn't like. Halo 3 ODST is truly two games in one package, a story-driven campaign and a multiplayer experience. The two parts are so vastly divided, it's hard to consider them the same product. But this is nothing new for Halo games.
It's
That
a
was
horde mode.
I wouldn't agree with that at all.
Nah, the guy seems
Who
like.
wrote that?
Let's see what his.
Fuck
This was written by Sean Sines on 9/22/2009.
I'm sending him an angry letter.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck this guy. No, I'm kidding. Don't kidding.
No.
So, one thing I want to add to this. So you're probably wondering, guys, what happens to Alpha 9? Where do these guys go?
Oh, we're bringing this up?
Well, we know Romeo and Buck become. Yeah.
Spartans.
Wait. Romeo and Mickey and Buck, the three of them? Buck, Romeo, and Mickey are all joined the Spartan 4 program. So what happens is essentially 2 years later, during a mission against insurrectionists, Rookie dies. Rookie's killed. The rookie's death has long-standing consequences. Romeo blamed Mickey for his death. The group's harmony was lost. And soon after, Alpha 9 was dissolved when Buck, Romeo, and Mickey joined the Spartan 4 program. The guilt made Mickey easily recruited by a group of insurrectionists, betraying his two mates, but he failed and was captured. So Mickey goes off. What's the expression? Goes off the coop.
Goes off the rails.
No,
Yeah.
he
He betrays them.
yeah. Why am I? He defects.
Defects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after he's become a Spartan.
I think he's in the program to become one. I don't think he becomes
okay, but
one.
he doesn't get there quite. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's like a Mickey has a chance to like save Rookie, and he freezes up.
Oh, I see.
He like freezes up, and that's
Yeah.
like
Bit of
He gets
survivor's
killed
guilt.
by like
Yeah.
an insurrectionist
yeah,
leader.
like execution, like point blank. I'm pretty sure it's like pistol to the back of the head.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about Buck in
The next game.
The next game, he makes an appearance in Reach, and then we'll be talking about him
In the next
again
game.
in 4. But the other guys are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
you know? I don't think Dutch is mentioned here. And then obviously, yeah, Alpha 9.
This is a bit of a
Gone.
sidebar, but do we know anything about the time frame of when we're getting that Halo TV show?
No,
I know they're filming. We know they casted Master Chief.
I thought that whole thing went.
No, there was like a new one.
No, I know.
Paramount Plus one.
I think so.
I think that news was when it was before with
No, he just posted a picture of him with like his Master Chief face mask on.
recently.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
like I'm
What's
pretty.
the actor's name?
I can't remember. He's a big fucking dude. Which I mean, obviously you kind of
have
need
to
that.
be.
So here, let me see. Is that an actual? No, there's no way that's actual. TV series in development for Paramount Plus. Steven Spielberg's Amblin Television is producing. As we know now roughly when it's coming out and who's playing some of the most important characters. It is expected sometime in Q1 2021.
Yeah, that looks about right.
But it's been held up for COVID. Obviously, apparently there was it looks like there's some leaked screenshots that of the show. I can't, dude. Whoa, no way. But I can't tell. There was one that looks kind of real, but I can't remember the guy's
look at
name.
that
It's a relatively unknown actor. I'm pretty confident playing him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What it takes place during the war?
I guess so.
I'm probably.
I need to look more into that. Next time maybe when we get to the end of this, we can kind of talk more. Hopefully by then we get more a little bit detail wise. Apparently there's a
That gives
bunch
me
of
like
stuff.
Forward Unto Dawn vibes.
I mean, by the time we get done this in December, I'm hoping we have more details on
I
that.
don't think we will.
I mean, but why?
I don't know. It's the gut. Shit.
But
Feeling.
yeah, no. So
Arbiter? Oh no, that's two Spartans. Yeah, look at this one. There's like a thread. I thought it was Arbiter for a second.
yeah, it does kind of look like him with the two shoulder lights.
absolutely.
So. What
So.
No, I want to like. So we finally have reached the end of ODST, guys. Where are we ranking it? Is it? So it's 3-2-1 is our list.
I was 2-3-1.
You were 2-3-1.
I think I was also 2-3.
Yeah, I think we were both 2-3-1.
I can't remember though for sure.
Well, you should. It's your rankings, man.
I'm just trying to even think just off the top of my head.
I could have
right now how
sworn
I
it was
feel.
3-2-1.
I was not. I was 2-3-1.
Okay, so where?
I think I'm at 2-3-1.
God damn it! Really?
Yeah, I think so. 2 was a lot of fun to replay. Like just the way that made Halo.
It's because they gave it some love and
It gave it so much love. There's so much more going on in it.
I'm
3
curious-
felt like
I need to listen back. I'm curious if I agreed with that at the time.
and I'm curious if this is how I felt at the time too. I feel like this is how I felt. But
I don't know how I feel.
I don't know how I feel. I really do feel like just Halo 2 was the Halo I remember. And then replaying through Halo 3, I was like, this is a continuation of 2. Major, which obviously it's the number it's supposed to be.
So
but
I assume 3 is after 3. Or sorry, ODST is after 3.
Yeah, I would say that. For me. I would say 2, 3, ODST, 1.
I would almost say ODST is better than 3. I want to say it, but I can't.
I had
Right?
more fun with Halo 3 for me, for sure.
I did. There's something about ODST
music,
that
the setting.
really makes it stand on its own. But like, I really have a difficult time being like, ODST is better than 3. Like, I just can't. I can't do it.
It's so tough because it's so good. Just the scenery.
So I
It's
guess
like a big change of pace.
I gotta look back, but I guess my order as of now, forgetting what I ordered it as, is 3, 2, ODST, 1. And again, it's kind of hard to put. It's kind of hard to put ODST in front of 1 as well, or sorry, 2 as well.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You can't put it in front of 2. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'd say 2, 3, ODST, 1. Because the memories on 3. Just the multiplayer and...
Right. I'm trying to just go from like what we played this run through, I guess.
If we're basing it on... I think it's still stand 2, 3.
Yeah.
ODST
This game is hard to slot in.
Mm-hmm.
I for a fact.
No, that was it. That's about it for me, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, any other
so
thoughts?
what did you...
I think 3, it's going to be 2, 3,
Same as me?
ODST, 1. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Cool,
that's where
cool.
I'm at, yeah.
Well, be interesting to see how much our list stays the same.
Yeah, after... I think I already can tell where 4 and 5 are going to go, just out of memory. But
Oh yeah.
we'll see
not
how
gonna be
that
hard.
turns out now.
Reach is the other one.
Reach
like,
is a bit of a wild card for me.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know where Reach is gonna slot in.
I will say Reach gets a bump because I get to make my own character.
See, a
my
lot.
own
I see.
Noble Six.
For me, a lot of people have a lot of like. There's a lot of love for Reach, and
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
necessarily. I think
love
think
Reach.
Reach is like a tad overrated. Like I played
I
it.
just
I
remember
played it
having a
not
lot
a
of
year
fun.
ago
Yeah.
when I got my Series X. It was the first game I played, so this playthrough is gonna be like. I recently just went through it.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah, I always thought, I'm like, why do people love Reach so much?
I don't know. Maybe I really like the assassinations, sprinting, definitely sprinting. Thank you.
Was that when
Thank
they
you.
brought in, like...
Armor abilities?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So like armor lock, what's hologram?
Yeah, I think hologram was one, yeah.
Invisibility. Yeah, playing through Reach is gonna be fun.
It is.
I can't wait to play through it again.
I am excited. But does that do it for us today, guys? I think it does. I
think so.
Thank you all so much for listening along with us on our Halo 3 ODST journey and our just Halo journey in general. This has been a lot of fun to do these re-3s. You can find this podcast anywhere podcasts are found. Just search the Delco Nerd Network. We are on all these social medias at Delco Nerds on there. We have a Facebook page. We have a Discord channel where we discuss a lot of fun stuff like Halo Infinite and other things like that. And I'm sorry for slapping my mic. You can find all this information on our website, delconerdnetwork.com. We have an email, delconerds@gmail. You can email us with your comments, questions, or concerns. We'd be happy to respond. But for Chris, for Gooch, I've been Trio. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay nerdy, and we will see you next time.